Hello and welcome to the ESEA UK Open for Season 24. Today we've got Pegasus Esports versus NeonDragon Gaming on Cobblestone. Knife rounds getting underway here. These two teams both top 10 at the moment in the UK Open, and both of them feature players who are actually rated in the top 3 in the UK Open so far. Dexy on NeonDragon being at the top, and Outlaw for Pegasus Esports being 3rd in statistics. Knife round is going to go to Pegasus though, and going to have to see what side. Oh, NeonDragon, my bad. And they are going to actually opt to stick on the CT side here, so not the favoured side for a map like Cobblestone. We are going to have to see how they want to play this. It does seem like Pegasus have some kind of a strat in mind here. They've got Nudes with a bit of utility, Molotov and a smoke, so we're going to keep an eye on him, see where that is deployed. He's going to be taking it towards long A, it seems, and he is actually taking point with that, which is a problem because Nightmare, he's going to take a peek, and already the push has been spotted, and we can see a fast rotation coming off from the B site. Hawkseye though, he's found a frag in towards the drop room though, a nice lurk coming in, and that's keeping the CTs a little bit pensive, and they've got to try and spread the defense evenly, but it doesn't seem like they're buying it. And as Pegasus slowly move their way in, it is going to be Dexy trying to defend, and he's going to spot out Tumman. Panthanax comes in, nice headshot, takes him down, and now Nudes is going to set up a smoke to cover the door, and they start to push into the site. There's 2 players here still waiting for them, and they've got a nice little crossfire setup. Nightmare sitting there on the site. He's going to spot out 2 players, but he's going to get swarmed quite quickly. Does manage to find himself 1 frag, but Tumman's found one of his teammates already, and in fact Tumman's going to find a second, and Panth wipes out the last remaining player. Beautiful pistol round coming in from Pegasus. Only losing 1 player there. Going to be seeing 4 UMPs coming in, actually, and only now is the force buy starting to come out for NeonDragon. Nightmare, the AWPer, is going to be on a rather light buy. He's just opting for the Deagle, keeping $1,000 in the bank just so he can get that big green gun on the first gun round. A passive default. Nightmare is at least going to spot out Tumman. No damage. Oh, sorry, no, he has exchanged some damage there. It's Tumman down to 75, but shouldn't mean too much in for the outcome of the round. Right now, they're just waiting for aggression. They're trying to see if the CTs are willing to push and make a mistake, which will allow them some easy kills and an opening to a bomb site, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. CTs are holding strong, and Hawkseye now, nice nade. That does a lot of damage onto Dexy sitting on the plat stairs. It is Nightmare though, still here on A on his own. Starting to work his way forward on long, but the Pegasus players are coming in through mid. Now the play comes in, dry push, no flashbangs, nothing to distract them. They've got the improved firepower, and that's all they need to get themselves onto the site, but the CTs are going to be using some of those flashbangs, and a nice headshot coming from Mini. Going to dink down Outlaw as well, and that allows Nightmare to capitalise from long. Tumman gets 1 before being traded, but Hawkeye's there, left in a 1 versus 2. Mystic's found Nudes as well. He is at least going to be able to get the bomb down though. The players are a long way away. Is he going to be able to pick up an AK? It doesn't look like it. Tumman went down quite a ways away, and the CTs are playing this nicely. They've got 2 players moving in, and both of them are playing together as well. Mystic taking the point, and he is going to get the frag, which means on the force buy, NeonDragon are going to equalise the scoreline here. AK and a UMP picked up. It's not ideal, but the T's are going to force back into this nonetheless. Hawkseye is going to be able to pick up an AK. Panthanax on a Galil. Nudes just on a Deagle. by no means a strong buy, but it's certainly workable, and we can see that all 5 players are here towards the B halls, and the aggression from Nightmare might be able to spot this out early and call the information to his teammates. He did get a little bit of a peek on long, but he did just back away afterwards. But the 5-man push here, smoke's going to go down to prevent any vision from the T's, but if anything, that's just going to allow them more time to set up, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Deep smoke comes in to drop her. Pantanak's going to counter flash, trying to make sure that there's no boost coming in. Molotov shuts down the push, but not for long as Tumman gets his smoke down. But Dexy is going to find an opening frag. Outlaw trades one, and he's going to get the second through the smoke as well. Switches to the AK, 9 HP. Pantanax is around the smoke. He's going to go for the shot onto Mystic. Just about manages to connect it in the last few bullets of that spray, and now it's a 4 versus 2 in favour of the T side. A beautiful execute onto the B site coming in. Just Mini and Nightmare left. They have got a weapon advantage, but they haven't got the numbers, and Nightmare has something to say about that as he trades one back. But Panthanax does trade it again, and a nice double peek coming in. Panther goes down, but Hawkseye is there to trade him out. And it's an interesting decision here now for the CTs, because I got 2 players on very low money, so it's going to be a question of whether to buy or whether to just eco it out. And it looks like they are going to be investing a little bit, not too much, but they are quite far into double eco territory at this point. T's going for a fairly default setup, but as Hawkeye's about to discover with this fast play onto the B site, it is pretty much, in fact, it's completely empty. Tumman spots out Nightmare. That's a nice shot, but there's 4 players about to push him in middle, and that could be an issue because Relic just absolutely takes his head off, but Pantanax is there, trades back 2, and that is pretty much round over at this point. The 4-man push in mid, not able to work out, and Mini looking for a headshot. He's going to dink Panth very low, 3 HP left, and at this point, name of the game's just staying alive, which he won't be able to do, and that could allow Mini to save the AK, but Outlaw's here. Going to find the first, and he's looking for the second onto Relic, who just about ducks away, picks up an AK for himself, but a nice headshot. I mean, it's an anti-eco, but even still, that was an impressive shot. 3-1. NeonDragon have the option to force, but I think it's highly unlikely at this point. They're going to just go for the upgraded pistols. They've got a bit of utility though, so they could try and make a play out of this if they wanted to, but it looks like they're going to be doing some kind of a default, which is exactly what Pegasus Esports are doing. Just spreading out across the site. And that's a nice start. The only A player has been taken out, and that's going to mean that Mini has to leave the connector and start to peek into the A site. Tumman, though, very aware of a stack, so he's not going to be pushing any further. Just slow, methodical map control is what's going on at the moment. The T's have pretty much full control at this point. They know exactly what's going on. Nice diversion players coming in now. Tumman and Panthanax both going to push in towards the A site, making a bit of noise, and in fact the bomb is going to follow them over, so they've drawn the CTs over quite nicely to the B site, but that's not actually where the bomb is. But Dexy going to get aggressive into the B halls, trying to chase down Hawkseye, who is long gone at this point. However, Mini's here behind the APC, and he could do some damage, but he is spotted, and that is going to mean almost assured death for him. Outlaw picks up a frag off the back of Nudes' kill, and Hawkseye is well aware that Dexy's here, and that's an easy frag for him. Mystic left in a 1 versus 5, P250. At this point, he's just looking for an exit frag. He shouldn't be granted this here, however, it is possible. But they should exit through water, so unless he comes out now, which... Oh! Nah, Panther's going to find that one. That was a nice play coming out there. Map control taken towards the B side, and finally, on the 6th round, we are going to be getting the first full buy round from both teams. Pegasus opting to stick on the AKs. It's not a bad decision by any means. It means it will be a lot more versatile, go for faster plays, not having to depend on the AWP so much. And speaking of faster plays, they've already smoked and flashed into drop room, but they're not going to go off the back of it. However, they have baited out a lot of utility from the CT side. And that is going to mean... Excuse me, my phone was going off. That is going to mean that the drop players are somewhat weaker if they want to go for a drop take later on in the round. But at the moment, they're content to just sit. The A player is slowly starting to rotate off, but the bomb's going back to A, and yep, Nightmare has cottoned onto it now, but he's the sole player left on this site to try and defend it from the impending attack. Is he going to be in the right place at the right time? Flashbang comes in, the water control's taken, and a rotator's already coming off the drop window. Again, control of long is taken, and Nightmare does get one. Hawkseye trades, but is then traded himself, leaving them in a 4-on-3. Nudes is going to capitalise on Nightmare being out of position a bit though, and he's going to pick himself up a frag of his own. Dexy pushing close to the site though. Broken wall is going to get double peeked by Tumman and Nudes, and the bomb is going to be allowed to go down in a 2 versus 3 retake. And the A site, notoriously hard to retake, it might just be worth saving at this point. Yeah, the bomb is slowly ticking away here. Not really much that they can do except maybe cause a bit of damage as Mystic moves in. He's going to spot Tumman out and might even get the second onto Nudes. Not going to be able to though. The pole blocking most of that damage, and Panthanax is going to wipe out Relic. So not even a weapon saved there for the CTs is going to send them into economic turmoil, and Pegasus Esports setting themselves up for a decent half here as it's 5-1. Counter boosting dropper and a fast one at that, and it spotted out Nudes. Smart play there. Pre-fires the angle after hearing the nade bounce off the guy. But Relic, nice 1-deeg. However, 4 versus 3, it's pistols. Unlikely to happen, and you can just see how calm and collected Pegasus are right now. They're just chilling out. They've got a nice default setup. They're there to counter any aggression, and Outlaw spotted out a player on long, and Nudes comes in to save the day. Relic has picked up Hawkeye's AK, but it's unlikely that he's going to be able to do much with it. Outlaw charging into the site, and he is going to get taken down actually, but that's all that Relic is going to be able to get. And Nudes, easy cleanup. 4k in the round for him. And well, NeonDragon need to start picking up some rounds, because it's looking kind of worrying, to be honest, for them. But they have pulled out a double AWP setup now, and this is going to certainly make things a lot more interesting for them. And it might help them to finally defend these sites. Fast long control though. CT's nowhere near it. They're playing incredibly passive right now. And the T's have pulled out an AWP of their own. Tumman. Again, passive play towards A. That's going to allow Nightmare room to peek, but depends how aggressive he wants to go ultimately, because Panthanax is there to defend against any kind of major aggression, so he's just going to fall back to danger. He's got no one there to trade. It's good decision. Still just a very slow round. The map control's been taken, and all 5 players now towards B long. And Tummen seems to have an inkling that Mini might be in that corner, but he's going to look away for now. This could catch the entire team off guard as the nades do rain in. A nicely timed pop flash here could do some serious damage, and the bombs drop. Mini with a nice 2-man spray. Catches Tummen, but he's not going to be able to go untraded. Outlaw does at least find one. And Dexy is going to be able to pick up another frag as well. It's not looking good here. 2 versus 4. Panthanax and Tummen and Nude's going to have to do work here. And a team kill coming in as Nightmare takes down Relic. This could not be worse for him at this point. It's now a 2 versus 2. And Nude is getting aggressive through the smoke, and it's going to pay off for him. Now it's a 2-on-2. Nightmare, the last one left, and he's going to have to work this well. And it's a nice crossfire they've got set up here, but Nightmare's going to be able to get the kill anyway. Switches to the rifle, and he's going to get the second frag. Beautiful play there, getting his way around Speedway. And picking up those 2 kills in a round that looked incredibly dire for them. They were in a 4 versus 2. That got taken down to a 2 versus 2 with a team kill, and I don't think they'd have been able to forgive themselves for letting that one go. So morale-wise, they might be starting to get back into things here. Pegasus still got plenty of money, although they are going to have some trouble if they do lose this one, so let's see what they're going to do with it. Fast long take, yet again, a lot of utility being used, and already Nightmare's thinking about rotating. He's getting himself into a position where he could move off a bit easier. Relic's sitting here in the drop room. He's got a mag 7. The main pusher's coming in here on long. Mini's up close with an M4, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage if somebody decides to jump off, which they have done. Tummen and Outlaw both fall, and Mini raining in frags. 2 kills for him, and Nude's spotted out on the plateau. Dexy finally puts his foot down and stops it with a nice follow-up kill to Panthanax as well. (6-3). Little half buy for Pegasus Esports. Going to be picking up quite a few nades. Panthanax got a lot of money in the bank to get himself up on some utilities. And he is going to be supporting his team as they come in, but Nightmare has something to say about that as he's faced by 3 players at once and will go down eventually. Hawkseye lurking in the drop room yet again. Not going to be able to find anything there. And a rotate's already starting to come in. Outlaw getting bit of a shoulder peek in, trying to spot out any players, but they're being incredibly disciplined right now. They're just holding angles. Not peeking, not giving away any easy frags. It's going to be difficult for Pegasus to do anything really. Even get a bomb plant at this point would be quite important, but they've gone so quiet that 3 players have rotated to B. I don't quite believe my eyes here. But the smoke's coming in onto the A site. Now Dexy's going to have to go huge with the AWP, and that's a brilliant way to start it off. Drops the bomb and the entry fragger. Nade going to come in though, do a lot of damage. But by broken wall, Nudes needed to connect that shot because Dexy's still alive and he can still work damage in the site. Panthanax going to have to get something done. Finds first and a second. Beautiful 2 Tech 9 headshots coming out, and he's got an M4 to work with now as well. Panthanax, incredible talent. Not so much with throwing grenades, but there we go. And he is going to get absolutely wrecked by the Mag 7. So a nice try. A lot of damage dealt, certainly. But ultimately, not even a bomb plant was found. So 4-6 guns finally out for Pegasus, and opting not to buy an AWP, but instead for an AK. This could be indicative of a faster play. And it looks like that's what it's going to be. Got a lot of players towards A, and that's a brilliant shot from Nightmare, just jumping in and wrecking Outlaw. And he can fall back now knowing that that's not a player who's normally there. And he's able to watch the middle position, which is exactly where Tummen's about to peek. And he's going to get punished for it. Hawkseye lurking towards B. Couple of shots going down, but he's outnumbered really, and a flash is going to allow Mystic to get himself a frag, and Bantanak's not even able to find the kill and drop. Leaves Nudes 1 versus 5. Try and see what he can do here. And he's just boxed in at this point. He's going to have to try and get a kill, which he's not going to be able to do. And NeonDragon pick up their 4th round. In a row, in fact. They're going to take a pause, Pegasus. They're losing rounds thick and fast. Just got to talk it out, you know. Think about what's going wrong and how to rectify it. I did have a pause overlay, but not going to use that. It's pretty bad. In fact, is it a technical or is it a tactical? Okay, it's a technical pause. Sprats, the coach, has had a bit of a timeout. And yeah, NeonDragon, after a bit of economic turmoil towards the start, have actually put their foot down and said, no, this is our game, we're going to take control of this. And Pegasus are going to have to start putting a few more rounds on the board if they want to make this game and win it, because let's not forget this is a T-sided map. Pegasus should be getting towards 9 rounds ideally here, but at the minute they want to just get this next one and get themselves some economic control. The issue is they don't have the equipment to do so. They're probably going to be going for something fast here. They want a bomb plant. That's the objective. A round win would be even better, and it's a brilliant way to do so because there's a double up setup for the T side, and that is going to mean the CT side, sorry, and that's going to mean that they're able to get in their faces, but it's all collapsing here as Dexy finds himself 2 kills. Mystic finding another. Outlaw only able to trade back 1, but he is going to get taken down, and that's going to be it. Complete shutdown on the push. And finally we have a game on our hands. 6-6, scoreline tied up, full buy now for both teams. Double up set up back up on the CTs. And it's another default being played. Tummen sitting in middle holding. Trying to see if Nightmare's going to get aggressive, but it doesn't look like he wants to do so. Pantanak's there to back him up just in case there's a push through the mid doors. And 3 men towards the B halls. It's a very passive setup. Nothing much is happening right now. The CT's more than content to just let the T's come to them, which can work, can not work. This does allow Pegasus to dictate the speed of the play, but at the minute the speed of the play is pretty slow, and you can see here that Dexy's actually moved up to the A site as well, so that's both AWPs away from A, and Tummen with a beautiful angle there onto Mini, and that should indicate that this B hit is coming in. Molotov going to go towards Chicken Coop, but Dexy's already found a frag, and look at Relic. He's right behind the smoke here. He could do work, and Nightmare's found Hawkseye through the smoke. This is going disastrously wrong. Outlaw only able to find 1 kill, leaves it a 2 versus 3 in the post plant. 2 players behind the statue. Panthenak's going to spot out one. Should have just spotted out the leg of the other, but not going to. Tummen doing amazing work here with the AWP. And Dexy now going to get shut down as Panthenax comes in on the lurk through Speedway. Beautiful play. And very close execute, actually, but not looking good for money from NeonDragon here, actually. They are going to just about manage to bring the double AWP back out. But it is going to be at a cost, and they're going to be in a very bad place if they don't win this round. However, it does give them the opportunity to reset Pegasus, but they need to make sure that doesn't happen. The aggressive peak going to get shut down by Tummen. Another B hit seems to be the case here. Although they do have the position to move towards A. But again, it's just another very slow round. And Hawkeye's actually on the P90 here. He's going to look to clear out the plateau with all 50 bullets. Employing spray and pray tactics. In fact, Mini looks like he wants to rotate off. I'm not sure that the CTs know what's happening here, because they've got 2 players on the A site, and this is an issue because guess where the push is coming in? It's on B. Counter flash comes in, that's nice, blinds the entire team, and Outlaw's going to get shut down because of it. Relic finds him, and Outlaw is not going to be happy with that. Short smoke comes in though. Relic up close. Tummen going to miss a shot. Nude's looking to try and trade it out, but ultimately not going to happen. And Panther's going to try and put the bomb down. Nude takes down Mini. However, Panther's getting sprayed down through the smoke. And Mystic, nice snapshot onto Hawkeye. That was disgusting. Nudes does manage to trade though. 3 versus 3. Panthernax very low. If he can find a kill here, he's done his job. And Nudes is doing all the work for him as he finds himself a kill. And a second before going down. Left in a 1 versus 2 now. Dexy on the other side of the smoke. And Panther's pushing it. And that's going to get punished as he does go down. And tagging him through the box, actually. This could be very dangerous as Tummen gets the first shot and is going to be able to finish it off just about. I was getting... getting visions of the Tempo Storm versus Luminosity game where Fallen just absolutely nails someone through the box. As we go into the last round of the first half. Again, just another default. Pegasus doing what has been working for them so far and just continuing to do it. There's no reason to change it if it doesn't. If it's not broken. And push into middle here. Nightmare, the only one to defend, and he's going to have to find some 1Ds if he wants to defend against it, but he's not going to be able to. Dexy now with an AWP, and a lot to do. Teammate coming to join him in a split into drop. Nude's opening things up there. And it is going to allow a 5 versus 3. 2 players on the B site though. Dexy holding out with the AWP, but Outlaw punishes that one. However, Relic sitting here also with the AWP, and he's going to get shut down by Outlaw. Mini left in a 1 versus 5, and Hawkeye with a lovely little lurk coming in makes, as predicted, a 6-9 half to Pegasus. Alright, welcome back to the ESCA UK Open. We are into the second half of play now. Pegasus Esports up 9 rounds versus 6 on the NeonDragon side. I'm going to be seeing a fairly passive setup from the T's actually. They're waiting for some initial aggression to come in, which isn't actually going to be found. T side looking to run the clock down and try and force some aggression from the CT side, but Pegasus holding passive and disciplined. Push is going to slowly come in now, and this is worrying because it's not going to be spotted out until the T's are right on the CT's doorstep. And look how slowly the T side are moving in as well. Pegasus aren't going to have a clue until the T's are right here, and Panthanax open things up nicely with 2 headshots. Make that a third, and he is going to get taken down. Dexy with 2 headshots of his own, though, leaves it in a 3 versus 2 in favour of the CT side. Nudes with a beautiful 180 headshot. Pegasus just hitting nutty shots right now. That was insane, grotesque, and Dexy is going to be able to pick up at least 1 consolation kill, and actually this is looking doable. He can isolate the 1v1s here, but he's not able to hit the shots. And that was incredible. And that really was. Panthanax with 3 huge headshots. I really wish I had a replay machine, because auto director sucks. Alright, 10-6, Pegasus putting themselves in a very, very nice position at this point. And it looks like a really fast B hit is coming in from the T side. Or, in fact, no, this is going to get interesting. They did get a bomb plant, so they're going to be looking to go into the drop room, and this is always fun. They're going to go straight into the meat grinder here. Panthanax and Nudes both going to be ready to receive the hit, and 2 beautiful headshots. Lovely spray coming in. Hawkseye also working away with the Mag 7, picking up the money. That leaves Relic left in a 1 versus 5, and there he is, mate. He's gone. Finally, though, we have a buy round at least. NeonDragon not able to get the utility that they perhaps desire. Although they have got 3 smokes, which is workable. Pegasus are going for the bonus round here. No reason not to. Outlaw on a scout. Hawkseye with the Mag 7, and he's lethal with that gun. It looks like he's going to be getting close with it after boosting Tummen up onto the tree area. Mystic's holding drop, and Panthanax is going to be getting boosted. Question is who will find the kill. And he's holding an off angle as well, so hopefully if Mystic pushes he should be able to capitalise, which he does. Takes the AK and backs away. Covered by a smoke grenade too, so great start for Pegasus right now. Smoke's going to come in, and this B push now just seems like Hawkeye's going to have a bit of work to be done. Although there is still 2 players towards mid, and the bomb's going to mid. I should just stop trying to make predictions. Yeah, A hit, which actually isn't too bad. Panther's the only person here with the AK, and I like this. They've put the stronger weapon on the site. And he's hiding in the exact same position as before. And what was that? That was an incredible shot from Hawkseye, and Tummen's got all the info he needs now. The A push is coming in, and Panthanax is going to have to do some work to stop it as Tummen gets absolutely wiped out here. And he's not going to be able to capitalise. Dexy predicts it. And Hawkseye just running straight in with the Mag 7. Finds one shot. And he's going to get a second as well. The last player alive now. 1 versus 1. Nudes versus Mini. And it looks like it's going to be Mini connecting the spray after a 3k from Hawkseye. What an incredibly back and forth round there. And it does just show the calibre of the teams here. Hawkseye able to buy and drop and get himself another Mag 7. And as proven now, the damage could be incredible. Got 3 M4s out. 4 M4s. 3 silenced, 1 loud, and Panthanax just going to be able to back away barely as he smokes himself off. Gets a flash over into middle and backs away onto the site. But the T side have actually slowed it down a bit, playing a bit more methodically. And the issue comes here really is if they take the site, how well are the CTs going to be able to retake it, especially considering Hawkseye is on that Mag 7. It's going to be very difficult for them. 4 people over towards long, 1 lurking in the mid area. Looking to catch off a rotator perhaps, but the one in the mid has got all the utility, so he's going to have to try and use some of it to help out his team. Let them take the site first. Cheeky little boost coming in, Dexy. Unable to find anything till he might have spotted out Panthanax there, which he did actually. So that is a nice bit of information, and if Panth isn't careful, then he's going to get his head taken clean off. Nightmare pushing into the site. Tumman able to find 1 rake. Trades, and it's even 1 for 1, and then another 1 for 1. But Mystic tips it in the T-side favour, and the issue is here. Hawkseye has mentioned the Mag 7 for the retake, and it's going to be incredibly difficult for him to find anything here. He could get out balcony and maybe take down Dexy, but he's got absolutely nothing here except for his shotgun. Not even any utility really to help himself get out. I mean, a HE grenade isn't exactly useful, but Dexy's getting curious, and oh, an unfortunate missed shot. And NeonDragon certainly straight back into it here. (11-8). Pegasus going for an A stack, which could prove to be difficult considering that's where the T's are going. They are spreading themselves out into middle, but they're taking it slow, and Tumman and Hawkseye are going to be the first people to sort of spot that out as they do spam away. Outlaw's going to get Molotoved as well. That forces him to peek, but he does manage to escape with his life, and I think the A stack has been near enough discovered at this point. And the T's are going to go out long, try and circumnavigate the players in the ramp area. However, they are going to push into water, and the bomb is just starting to back away into stairs now. If they can find this frag onto Nightmare, this could make things a lot easier for them, but those shots needed to connect. He's gone down very low, but not low enough to take him down. And that's going to be that. The bomb makes its way on to B, and it's pretty much round over. If that had been a fast play, then that could have turned out a lot differently for the CTs, but instead it's going to be them left just looking for exits here. As Tumman works his way around A, trying to find something, but nothing's there. And Rake's got the Relic, has the backstab covered. And they're all dead. They are all dead. Another gun round. Tumman has the AWP out, and he's a very, very sick AWPer. And he's going to be playing the B site around the statue. One of my personal favourite positions to play with the AWP. Not going to be able to use it though. It's going to be a... And Nudes is going to get flashed off, try to smoke himself off and get away, but how many frags is he going to be able to find? He at least finds the first. He knows there's more players left. He's only got 11 bullets left and there's 4 players all waiting around the corner to greet him. And he's going to wisely get the hell out of there. However, these 3 players are still here. And the 4th in mid. So, if Pegasus decide to maybe over-rotate off of the A site, this could leave them vulnerable. However, the B site is pretty well equipped as it is. 2 players in dropper and Tumman soloing pretty much, holding the plat push. Maybe the help of Panthanax if needed. Push is going to start to come in though. Finally, and a nice crossfire set as well, but Hawkeye unable to play around the smoke. And is he going to flash himself in? He's not. Nudes gonna spray Mystic down and do a lot of damage to his teammate as Mini finds himself 2 frags, but Hawkeye flashes through the smoke, gets 1 and almost finds a second, and he does. Beautiful play through the smoke from Hawkeye, and Panthanax finds Tumman actually finds the last kill there. What a beautiful play, and to go for that kind of aggression on such low HP as well, completely unexpected by the T side, and Hawkeye does manage to catch them off completely and finds the frag on the player in wood, and that's round over pretty much. So, turning a bad situation into a good one. And it is going to mean that Pegasus are going to put a stop to the T side. And they're going to do a lot of damage to their economy as well. Both teams, in fact, if they lose this round, are going to be looking at eco perhaps. Ooh, I like this smoke. Like, these smokes in general are quite good, but Panthanax is there and he's found 2, he's found 3! That's incredible. That is incredible. And Outlaw finds Mini as well. This is round over pretty much here. Dexy, he's going to have to ace clutch if he wants to win this round. That was beautiful, controlled and measured aggression there coming in from Panthanax as he takes them down as they're setting up the execute. That is fantastic play. And yeah, eco time. And fast out onto the B site. Hawkeye sprays down 2 and 3. Outlaw taking the last kill there. Mini left all on his own. He's gonna get himself into dropper, I think, or maybe not. Got some blatant locks going on here, boys. Get Dan M in here. Nudes gets taken down, so that's at least some economic impact, but that's probably all Mini's going to be able to work here. The main thing that Pegasus need to do is make sure they don't get aggressive. Just play the range game with the rifles, and Mini is about to walk out into an absolute death trap. He goes down. Tumman taking that one. And yeah, nothing much to say really. Pegasus now 14-9. They're looking incredibly strong here on Cobble's CT side. And they're looking to push themselves further up the rankings of the UK Open. Well, that's a nice way to start things off as well. Tumman finding the head of Relic in middle with the AWP. But again, another slow play. Both teams really like to slow down the T sides on this map. It seems like the rushes are dealt with quite well by both of the CT sides. And so a slow, methodical approach is the best method. Interestingly enough, T side has been the weaker side for both of these teams. No, never mind. Pegasus won their T side. I should stop. I should just stop. Counter flash is ready as the execute comes in, and Hawkeye is going to get flashed off actually, but Mythic is going to run him down and unable to actually find a frag, but Outlaw not able to find any kills in a spray is going to get taken down. Tummen missing a shot as Hawkeye tries to go aggressive through the smoke, but the flash doesn't connect and he is going to get punished for it. That trick doesn't work twice. Panthanax is going to open things up though, and Nude's still unable to get into the action. Tummen is going to go down. Nudes finds one. Nightmare trades out, and now it's left on Nudes, and he's going to go down as well. NeonDragon picking up another round. Reset potential high here, however. Double up setup for the CTs. Hawkeye opting to stick with the Mag 7. And it looks like Tummen wants to get aggressive. Panthanax is there as well. They've got a nice two-man setup going on towards A, which is exactly where the T's are going. And this is quite a nice way to counter the play that they have set up here. T side move closer in towards A long. Flash goes in. Still just waiting to set up though, but Panthanax is going to have to do a lot of work here. He's not even going to be able to find one kill, which leaves Tummen able to find the first, and he's got a lot of work to do. Finds a second flick shot, but that's all he's going to find as he gets traded off, and the push coming in onto the A site. Nude still hazard of drop room. As Hawkeye with the Mag 7 finds one, looking for a second, unable to find it. Relic is going to be able to trade him out 2 versus 2 on the retake. Outlaw and Nudes. And Outlaw is a very capable AWPer. We haven't seen him this game much, but that's exactly why, as he finds the first flick shot onto Mini, and he's going to finish Relic off with a headshot. That was nuts. Just insane play coming out here from the Danish entry fragger. And that is why he is up there at the top of the statistics. That is grotesque. $15-10 now. And double up being pulled out yet again. Hawkeye sticking with that Mag 7. It is keeping the economy alive for him at this point, and he's able to buy so much utility because of it, and he's able to get up really close as well, up onto the plateau, and just absolutely wreck people as they come through. A push, name of the game though. And Panth and Tummen, wisely so, are going to be backing off and trying to slow the push down as much as they can, as Nightmare's been legged, I believe. Bomb towards B. So slowed down, moved, rotated. And Outlaw's opening things up with a nice shot. Trades either way as actually favouring the T side here. Tummen having to do a lot of work at this point. And Mystic's picked up an AWP as well. Pop Flash is going through. And Tummen is going to have to make a decision now. Is he going to push the molly? He is. He's isolating himself now, and that's going to cost him. Panthanax left in a 1 versus 3 retake, finds the first, and he's very capable of pulling this off. He can isolate these two 1v1s, then he's going to be able to win this round, and there's the second frag. Relic, the last one left with a UMP. Panth needs to find one headshot, and that will secure this game and take Pegasus into the next. He spotted the head. Oh, NeonDragon are going to pick up a round though, so saving themselves. Not quite out of it just yet. But it's certainly a long road ahead. Eco as well for the CTs. Hawkeye's picked himself up a taser and he's playing under the plateau with it, and he's going to get absolutely wrecked by a nade. However, Dexy's quite close, and Hawkeye going to miss the tase. It's actually quite a viable weapon, the taser. $200, and if you can get someone up at close range, it's a guaranteed kill to the body. That said, Nudes is left in a 1 versus 5. And he's either going to have to get out or get some frags. And he's looking for headshots. That was a nice shot. He's very cautious of a backstab, which is going to be coming in with Mystic. But Dexy with a nice flick shot is going to take him down. 12 rounds for the T side. 1 more needed for Pegasus to win this. 3 more needed for the T's to take them to overtime. And in fact, CT's going to have to double eco here. This is quite concerning. Hawkeye has picked up a Mag 7 though, and well, the lethality of that gun could prove itself here as another B push comes in. Hawkeye is going to have to do a lot of damage though, and again he's been naded. Flash comes in as well. He's going to have to play the headshot angle. Tumman's able to trade 1 for 1. Nudes goes down. Now going to start to back off now, I think aware of the fact that it might... There's a B stack, and Pegasus are going to have to either move quickly or just save what they've got. I mean, Hawkeye might just opt to use the Mag 7 in the future round. Panthanax has opened things up already, and Relic trades there. Mini finding a frag as well. Outlaw goes down as well, leaving Hawkeye left, and he's looking to farm some cash as he gets smoked off in the hut. However, he is able to at least see where he's looking. And that's going to be that. Wiped out by Mini's Deagle. 13-15. Pegasus need to close this out here, or their economy is going to be shattered. The T side are able to buy if they somehow get wrecked this round and only survive with 1 left. The CTs aren't going to have that luxury though. This is it. They need to close this out right now, right here. And they've got the equipment to do so. Hawkeye finally upgrading to the M4. And a lot of damage been dealt already to Nightmare actually, who's managed to work his way up into the corner on the plateau. Question is whether he's been spotted or not. Very slow play. Mid's being spotted out by Mystic, and Tumman starting to get somewhat aware of the push. He's going to back away, but there's no push to be found. Outlaw's already opened things up, taking down Nightmare on the plateau, so that's their forward positioning gone. Question is, are Pegasus going to make any rotates? And the answer is no. Auto Director seems to like Tumman here for some reason. He's on the wrong side though. And Hawkeye getting up aggressive. Going to find 1 frag. Does a lot of damage to a second, and Outlaw is going to find a frag. It's all left on Mini in a 1 versus 4 situation. He's going to get away with the bomb. And in fact, there was a team kill there, I believe. And I think this is it. GG, Pegasus Esports, 16-13 are going to take down NeonDragon on Cobble. Alright. If you'd like some social media links, there's of course Pegasus Esports at Esports Pegasus on Twitter. Drop a follow on this Twitch channel as well. And follow me at IndexCS on Twitter. Thank you very much for tuning in. The VOD will be up on our YouTube channel if you have missed any of it. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.